In thousands of schools nationwide, students work at their own pace, achieving more practice and advancing further than they would in a traditional math classroom. Using individualized worksheets, they often work in groups or pairs. Their work is automatically scored, and the results are available immediately to their teachers in the form of concise reports. Each school is unique, yet they all get extraordinary results.
We're inner city, about 90% free and reduced lunch. Highland was really at the bottom of the school district in terms of state assessment scores.
We are in Northern California. We're a suburb of the Sacramento area. At this school, we don't have any Title I students, and we have about 6 free and reduced lunch students out of a population of 470 students.
We're a very rural area. We have 51% of our students here are on free or reduced lunch.
All right, let's have your eyes on the overhead real quick, okay? Let's go over these 2 questions, and then we're going to go over an AM exercise.
Each kid is working at their own pace, on their own level, doing what they need to do. And it, cuts down the work for the teacher. Instead of having to pull all these different grade level resources, they have it all right there in front of them set up. They can assign the objectives they want the kids to do.
Oh, I got 34. Very good. Somebody staple it.
They're getting that designed lesson, designed worksheet, designed practice, designed test specifically for them.
These sides are parallel, and we have 90-degree angles.
This gives me an opportunity to give them probably 500% of what I would normally be able to do if I were working with just a textbook and having to score everything myself. Give me 5. Give me 5. Way to go. Now, staple that on. Let me see how you did.
Well, if I had assigned 78 problems for homework, I would be getting a lot of phone calls from some upset people, but they will work that many problems and not even realize that they've done it. And I don't know if you guys realize this or not, but the objective that you're learning today, that is a freshman algebra class objective. They get so much more practice than I could ever give them without the accelerated math.
We try to do Ask 3 before me, so they can look in their notebook, they can ask a peer at their table. If there's no one at their table, they can find someone else in the classroom. And then if all else fails, they can come ask me.
Because a lot of times when they can help each other, it's just one little thing they're doing wrong, and they can clear that up, and that frees my time to help someone who's having a really big problem with it.
So I will let them know that they need to check it, and if they work on it, they may ask a friend. That's great, because if a teacher teaches, that's a great, a student teaches another student, peer tutoring, what a wonderful opportunity.
You have to answer the questions, and then you have to circle what's the right answer. Then you write it on, do it on a scan card and circle the answer you did. Then you just shade it in.
Yes, cool. What'd you get?
I run a week report, and I get their average for practice, review, and test.
I look at their practices. We want them to be, practice is supposed to be 75% or higher, and then tests are 85% and higher. So I can look at this and see, one, who is doing their work. Obviously, the ones that have the P's and the K's made their objectives for the week. Then I can look at their practices and see who needs more help. So Anna, with her tests, didn't do too good, so I need to get with Anna before she scans her next test to see what happened.
It's so individualized for each student. The teacher knows exactly what every child in her classroom, what their strengths are and what their weaknesses are.
Good job, Diana. 32.
I got all 3 100s.
Woo! All 3 100s. Are you tired of making 100s yet?
And that management system that Accelerated Math gives you to work with, it makes it so easy for that teacher to say, hey, these 3 kids here, they are not getting fractions. I need to pull them over to the side, and I need to work with them on that a little more.
We've received 10 national awards for academic achievement since we've been open.
The scores were able to move from the 30s to above 80%.
We were recognized at the state capitol last year for our math scores, for having the highest math scores. Even the economically disadvantaged students, 95% proficient.
I don't think I could go back and not do AM or go to a school that didn't have accelerated math. Just the way it reinforces everything they're doing, I just see them growing. And then,
if I had to go back, I would be really upset. It has just done so much for the students and the lessons.
What's amazing is it's making it easier to teach, and kids are learning better. Now, come on, it doesn't get much better than that.
I'm doing better than I did last year. whole lot better.
I don't like math. I like AM.
It challenges us to do better. So I think it's like a better choice.
I love AM because it helps exercise your brain. And if I went to another school, I would absolutely hate it if they didn't have AM.
And I remember the good old days when everybody's on page 52 and how tough that was on kids and how many kids were either sitting there bored because it was too easy or were completely lost. And I just look back on those days and think what a terrible disservice we were doing to the students, not having kids working at their own level.